Hello everyone, welcome to or back to my channel. Today we are going to be reacting to episode 5 of season 3 of Heartstopper. The last episode was rather emotional, even though it was kind of a broad overview of a time jump between summer and Christmas. Charlie sought help for his mental health, and Nick wrote a journal describing the things that happened between Charlie leaving and Charlie coming back, and then they followed up with Charlie's memories. We found out that Darcy is using they them pronouns, and Tara is a prefect, even though she doesn't seem that happy with it. And they recorded a video on Tao's dad's camera letting Charlie know how much they all cared. It was a really touching episode, and this episode is the crew getting back together again, so let's jump into it. Okay, it looks like we're starting with Tori, which is interesting. We started with Tori in episode 1, so... I don't think I have to explain that she's doing this because she missed him. He just got home from 3 months in care. This is incredibly sweet. I was not this close to my siblings growing up.
We slept for like 2 hours.
So,
You're worried about today?
no, I just thinking about what presents I'm gonna get.
I hope I get a soul.
Hopefully get good mental health.
I hope I get a mum who can regulate her emotions.
Hopefully get grandparents who don't come up in our way.
I hope Dad remembers to properly season the turkey.
I love these siblings so much. I not only read all of the Heartstopper webcomic that was out after season 1, so I didn't get to read anything after season 2. But I read Solitaire, and Tori's dry sense of humor comes off so well in this show. And back it to insulting her dad's ability to season food. I love these two so much. Mario is the only racing game that I play. I am trash at all the others. I have so much fun with Mario Kart. It's great.
Are you taking interest?
Yeah, in a minute.
Okay, well don't take too long because everyone will be arriving soon.
Can she not nag them at Christmas time? Holidays are stressful, I get it. And she was a lot better last episode than she has been ever, but I still don't like her because she doesn't change during the Solitaire storyline, which takes place after all of this. So I don't think I'll ever like their mom.
She's always grumpy when Grandma and Grandad come around.
Because she still invites them every Christmas.
I hate family holidays. They are a medical nightmare, but Pegs are some of my favorite dogs. I absolutely love them. They're so freaking cute. I blame Men in Black. I blame that movie.
They're gonna be best friends, right? Yeah? Good boy.
I was about to be really happy, and then I thought about it. We know Nick is responsible. We know he is a really great guy. Don't give away pets for Christmas. Just don't give away pets for holidays and birthdays. Just don't do it. I'm okay with it in this sense. It's fictional. Nick's great with dogs. In real life, don't do it.
Henry is the cutest dog I've ever seen in my life, and I need to meet him immediately. Also, happy Christmas, I love you.
Charlie needed that. He was clearly struggling with his appearance, and his grandparents coming over, and his appearance has been an ongoing issue this season, probably due to his mental health. So I'm glad he got that message from Nick.
My little guy who needs help, I didn't mean everybody, but actually that applies to me as well. So
They're cute. They're so cute. I love them. And if we were playing a drinking game, I would be trashed if I took a drink every time I said they're cute or I love them, because these two are amazing.
looking a bit skinny, weren't you? I thought you were getting all that mess sorted out.
No.
We're not even 5 minutes in, and I'm pissed. Grandpa can just fuck off. Just go away. Shut up, Grandpa.
Victoria, why did you cut all your hair off? Let's get a drink.
Because she's allowed.
A beer for you, Dad? Come on through. Champagne? None of that cheap stuff impresses me. Charlie!
Oliver!
No wonder the mom hates when her parents are around.
Everything okay?
Yeah, everything's fine.
Okay, good. Come sit down.
They went from nagging Charlie about misbehaving to now hovering, and that is not going to make things any better. It's just going to make him hide any relapses he may have.
Charlie, you need to tell us about your boyfriend. What's his name?
Nick.
Well, you've been going out?
8 months?
Oh, wow. What about you, Tori? Any lovely men in your life?
No.
Well, you're not missing out on much. Straight boys are the absolute worst. Just hope this one turns out better.
He might not end up being straight.
So right. Charlie, when did you realise you were gay?
I hate these girls. I'm just gonna throw this out there. The way they asked Tori about being in a relationship like it was important if she was or not, and now they're prying into Charlie's sexuality because gay boys are much better than straight. Like, what?
You know Dad's not coming. Maybe for a while, maybe.
Oh God.
You never.
I was really hoping we wouldn't have to see David again. Like, please, can he just not exist?
Mentally deranged, you've been acting like you're the savior of the earth.
As I said in episode 1, fuck off, David.
Don't say that about Charlie. I mean, I get it. Like, he wants attention. He stops eating. You have to be the hero who saves the day. Can you just shut the fuck up?
I am so glad Nick said it. So many people, when their family acts like this about their partners or their friends, they feel like they have to keep quiet to keep the peace, especially if they're queer. No, David deserved that. He's gonna act like he's the victim because he's a great gaslighter. We saw that in season 2, the Paris episodes. Well, after the Paris episodes. But no, he deserves so much worse than this. That was the group chat. I feel so sorry for Isaac having to deal with their flirting in the group chat. That's what I was saying. That's exactly how I would react. Like, please flirt in your own chat.
Oh, you look handsome.
Grandma's amazing. Mom couldn't even handle the idea of dressing in a suit for prom, and Grandma's encouraging them to be more masculine. They used handsome instead of beautiful. I mean, she used handsome instead of beautiful. Sorry, Grandma. And then talked to them as if they would talk to a boy, stereotypically. You know, use your big, strong muscles. That's how most people would talk to masculine folks. And we know the actor is trans mask, but this was awesome. I loved this.
School prefect, Oxford. You're gonna do wonderful things and make us all so proud.
I get it now. I get it. That is a lot of pressure to put on a teenager. And I have been saying all season that something was up with Tara, that she did not like that she got such good grades. She didn't like that she was a prefect. She didn't like all the attention she was getting for doing so well. This is why. Her parents are expecting too much. It's been about 4 days since I watched episode 4. And I was talking to a friend of mine, and I think if I binged all of it, I wouldn't feel this way. So I'm going to wait before I judge. But the kiss last episode had me really concerned. At first I was mad at Imogen when it happened, because it felt like Imogen was using Sahar to experiment, which is not okay. I don't care what Katy Perry's song says. It's not okay. If you don't know whether you're straight or gay, you tell that person before you make a move on them. That way they don't get feelings and get hurt. But it looked like Imogen was drunk and Sahar was sober, which is, it's assault. I don't care if it was just a kiss. It was a lot of kissing, but if Imogen was drunk and Sahar was sober, that's assault.
Some might say you fancy me.
What if I do?
I wonder what we'll do.
Oh.
I am so glad last episode happened, because I have been really harsh to Tao this season, and last episode made me so happy and appreciate him so much. So
Wait, glasses. Was that, sorry.
It's fine.
Tao handled that so well. He didn't try to coax her into it. He didn't make her feel guilty. He knew he crossed the line. She wasn't ready for it, and he's like, "Let's go for a walk. Clear my head." So that is the bare minimum. That is the bars on the floor standard, but I'm glad he handled that the way he did.
Oh, yeah, of course. You just hear horror stories, don't you? White walls, straight jackets, all that.
Do you think anyone's like really crazy in there?
I don't think there's anyone in Charlie's family other than his sister that I'm actually going to like. Like, the dad's okay. He's not great in solitaire, but these people, these, I assume, cousins and uncle or grandpa, I think uncle, they're awful. They're absolutely awful. He has no support in these folks.
Charlie, try to ignore. Not everybody understands what you've been dealing with.
So I just have to put up with ignorant comments from my own family.
We just need to get through the day.
No. You draw a line in the sand and you say this isn't okay. I don't care if they are family. You stand up for your children. You don't let someone talk to them like that. That is no different than if your child was trans and you let their grandparents misgender them. It's no different. They've already made ignorant comments about Charlie's sexuality. The cousins did. And now the uncle slash grandpa, I think uncle, is making ignorant comments about his mental health. That you don't invite people like that to your house. This is why I hate family holidays. That's why I don't participate in them. Because you don't let this happen. You tell them to leave. If you care about your child, you tell them to leave.
Your dinner, and the dietitian said that that's...
You're not helping. You're making me feel worse.
Fine. Well, I'm sorry I even tried.
Please don't. I just can't deal with all of that.
Tori doesn't want to be left alone. She's been alone without Charlie for so long. She doesn't want him to leave.
You at least spend Christmas with me. You spend all your time with Nick anyway.
Because he treats me as something other than mentally ill.
Charlie. If you read Solitaire, you find out that Charlie is Tori's only friend. Like, she kind of has friends, but they don't really hang out, and Charlie's the only person she's close to. And he's pulling away from her, and this is... I love her so much.
Talk about it.
Outside of Hollywood, kissing doesn't solve all your problems, folks. He offered to talk about it because Charlie needs to talk about it.
Take it, this is the boyfriend.
She's back. I am way too excited to see this aunt that we've only seen in episode 2 and parts of 3. But she's back, and I love her. And I can't wait for Charlie to meet her.
You coming in? We don't bite, promise.
Probably a little bit big.
We were cheated.
Pink, I'm so cold right now.
The awkwardness is adorable. I really think it has more to do with his body image issues than Nick, but
All done.
Merry Christmas.
so we weren't cheated, but I don't know if we're gonna get much of her this episode. But we got the dog. We've got the pug, and that's fine. I forgot this arc of the webtoons ended with them having a discussion about how far they want to take their relationship. So I guess that's what the rest of the season's about. The Who fan in me. Oh my gosh. I love this episode. David Tennant's not my favorite Doctor. That's Christopher Eccleston because that was the first Doctor I ever watched. But this is amazing. And I love that they threw this in here. Oh, we saw how their meeting ended last time. She kicked his phone down the stairs. So, God, I hope she kicks his ass. I hope she kicks his ass.
Did he text you?
Dad. No. You know you got a real family, but
I don't know how to feel about David's obsession with being good enough for their dad. Like, clearly their dad wasn't involved, so it's almost sad. I don't want to say pathetic. Maybe pathetic. It might be pathetic.
I hang out with you.
Their dad is family.
No.
No.
Blood doesn't make you family. Blood does not make you family. Family is the people that are there for you when you need them.
You actually give a shit.
He's not even gonna try.
You left me to fend for myself against our
Yeah, he abandoned her to deal with those assholes.
as wild as that sounds. I hate Christmas.
You don't.
I bet Tori's like me. I don't hate Christmas. I hate the pressure that people put on Christmas. I hate the pressure people put on presents. I hate the pressure people put on families to celebrate. I just want to enjoy the day with the people I care about. I'm not Christian, so it's not a big day for me. Yeah.
I worry about you all the time. Did you know that?
I get that you're scared of being a burden. We just want to be there for you.
I'm trying not to cry. I've cried so much this season, but that line, that's exactly what Charlie's problem is. And that's the problem a lot of people have when it comes to their mental health. They don't want to be burdens. They don't want to open up because they don't want to stress the people they care about out. And that's why Charlie is bottling everything up. He doesn't want to be a burden to Nick and Tori and all of their friends.
To his New Year's Eve.
And Charlie didn't stand a chance with Tori and Nick gaining up on him.
Things. I mean, I think about it, like, all the time. Not all the time. A respectful amount of time that one thinks about one's girlfriend in that way, I'm just gonna
Tao, I also want to do things. It's just more complicated for me.
I don't really think about you being trans, if that makes it easier.
I am trans, and it's a big part of me.
I'm not gonna lie. I didn't even consider the fact that Elle is trans as the reason why she stopped Tao. And I'm really glad they found a trans actress to play Elle, so this experience is far more authentic. And I'm glad they're having this conversation, even as young as they are, because Elle's, how do I word this? Elle's feelings towards her own body will affect her ability to be intimate with someone.
Oh, my dysphoria just hit me. Made me feel like my body wasn't my body. Like,
I'm sorry I made you feel like that.
it's okay. I know we haven't really talked about this before.
I love everything about you.
I've said it before. The teenagers in this series communicate in a far more healthy manner than adults I know, and I love them for it. This series will honestly help so many people learn how to communicate with their partners.
How about, while I walk you home, we can talk a bit more about what you're comfortable with?
Okay.
God damn it, Tao.
Okay.
Nick got a Charlie sweater and he doesn't. Nick's gonna break my heart. He's gonna break my heart this season. House rules. I hate cologne. I hate it so much. It freaking reeks. And this pup are too cute. Such good dads.
You do know you're going to be my taxi driver from now on, don't you?
Really? Lucky me.
They're so flirty, it's ridiculous. Oh God. They have gone to more parties in high school than I've gone to in my life.
Charlie!
I think this is the first time they've all seen him since he came back.
So my art keeps going like viral, and I get a wave of new followers.
Good for you, Al.
You are so amazing.
They're so energetic. I couldn't do it. What the fuck is with those glasses? God damn it.
Can't you? Can you talk to a screen with a
Sorry, I've just got to go. Sorry.
It's gonna come up through your nose.
Yeah, just like that. And now it's coming out your mouth. Don't ignore me, please.
Imogen, if you've got to drink to be around them, you shouldn't be with them. Just saying. Word of advice. If you have to drink to be around them, you don't need to be with them.
I just want to see how I feel for a bit.
Yeah, you don't need to rush to come out as anything. Just chill and have fun with it.
Yeah.
That is the best advice for young queer folk. Don't focus on the labels. Do what feels right to you. If them feels right to you at the moment, use them. Don't worry about a label. You don't even need a label. Queer is a great label. Use queer if you want a label. It's a fantastic umbrella term. Don't pigeonhole yourself.
Hey Charlie, how come you're off school for so long?
Sorry, mate. We were actually just gonna go head outside, but see you later.
Fantastic deflection. And Charlie doesn't owe anyone answers. These two are so ridiculous.
I'm gonna get a drink.
She wasn't expecting that.
Me and Tao, we want to have sex.
Oh my god.
Or, I don't know, do something more than kissing. Anyway,
You don't seem that happy about that.
I am. But it's a big deal. I mean, what if he touches me and I just freak out?
If you're not ready, babe, then you don't have to do anything.
The important thing is if you are with a partner who is good for you and who actually loves you, if you are trying to take things to the next level, if you are trying to move on from just kissing in your relationship to something a little more intense, and during the process you panic, if you are with the correct partner, they will stop and you guys can have a conversation about it. There doesn't need to be all this pressure to, if we start, we need to go all the way. No. Find a partner that will listen to you and understand that you aren't sure how you're going to react.
You trust him, and he loves you, and if anything goes wrong, I'll be here for you, and he'll be there for you. I know he will.
Elle has some amazing friends.
I'm pretty tired anyway.
Only person I care about is you.
That's what I was saying at the beginning of the episode. Tori has friends. She can't stand being around half of them. And they're kind of assholes. You find out in Solitaire. They're assholes to Tori. And she feels disconnected from the rest of the world. The only person she feels she has a connection with is Charlie. Which is why I give their parents such a hard time, because she's been like that since she was a child. So clearly she suffers from something like depression or anxiety. And they did not notice. Even after they realized how bad their son was struggling, they never noticed Tori's. They need to pay more attention.
It won't be true forever.
Almost midnight. Make sure you got someone to kiss.
Motherfucker. In episode 3, I said, "Oh, Harry's not here. Great." Motherfucker.
I wasn't doing it for attention or anything. Didn't really know what I was doing.
I really hope they discuss the drinking aspect.
Want to be just an experiment to you? Especially when you know you're the reason I realised I was bi in the first place. Wait.
When was that discussed? I don't think I don't think Imogen knew. When was that discussed?
I didn't know that.
I really hope they stick with the characterization that's in Solitaire, because Tori comes off as Ace in the book. It's not labeled, and I believe Alice Oseman said, because she wrote Solitaire when she was really young, she said if she was to write Tori now, she would label her asexual. And I believe in the webcomic she came out as Ace.
Needed to get away from everything.
There's too much pressure on her. She needed to breathe.
Don't worry, I'm not here to kiss you, just don't want to be alone at midnight.
I love it. Can we have a queer platonic friendship? I would love for Isaac to have a queer platonic partnership.
Come with me?
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Tori's so happy for him. Okay, so that was episode 5 of season 3 of Heartstopper. There was a lot of important stuff happening in this episode. A lot of discussions on sex and sexuality. How far is Elle comfortable going, and how comfortable is she with her own body currently? We got Tori opening up a bit more. Up until this season, she's kind of been just this shadowy figure that pops up and spooks everyone and questions Charlie and gives Charlie advice. You're starting to see how depressed and lonely she actually is, even though she doesn't really have any of those official diagnoses. That's how I read her as a character. We got to see why Tara is so unhappy with the state of her life despite making all of these accomplishments. We got to see how much Grandma supports Darcy and their pronouns, and I love it. Got a little bit of Isaac, and that was great. We also got to see just how awful Charlie's extended family is, and if that is the type of support system his mom has, it's no wonder that she is so anxious and so. It's no wonder that she is the way she is. We got to see Charlie's extended family and how toxic they are, and if that is the support system his mom has, or lack thereof a support system, it's no wonder she is the way she is. And David was back, unfortunately. So was Harry. But I did enjoy it. I did enjoy the important discussions we had, and I think it's important that they show teenagers having these honest discussions instead of just jumping into things, because that's where teenagers get hurt. So, Thank you for joining me, and I hope to see you on the next one.